Space, the final frontier. These are the voyages of a new Trekkie. My 5-year mission to search out Star Trek media, to seek out our fans and merchandise, to boldly go where no fan has gone before.
Greetings and salutations. How's everybody doing? So, when it comes to watching this show, Star Trek Phase 2 and all that, sometimes you'll have moments where, like, say, this show can be having good moments of great acting, solid special effects and all that. Well, today we're looking at an episode where it feels like, okay, this has been done before. And keep in mind, this would have been some of these episodes that they're going off of and making would have been like episodes that would have really happened if season 4 of TOS had actually happened. So honestly, the idea of this episode is pretty cool. But let's not beat around the bush. Let's talk about the episode, The Child. What happened in this episode, though? Well, the Enterprise encounters a mysterious alien entity which causes a crew member to give birth to a child with remarkable and dangerous powers. Now, why does that sound familiar if you are familiar in Trek? Well, that's also because this was also the same name episode to an episode which was in Star Trek The Next Generation, where Deanna Troi gives birth to a child who rapidly ages, thanks to, like, a alien that, goes into her body in a way.
Deltan women experience childbirth as another kind of orgasm. We feel far more pleasure in it than pain. Lucky you.
The idea of this episode is kind of similar. However, minus the fact that, here's, we have, say, a child, you see the birth of the child in a way, and you don't see, come to pregnancy kind of thing. You see a baby, and then later you see a young child and all that. I'm gonna be honest, I will say that it is always pretty cool when Trek does, the ideas of motherhood and all that. I'm gonna be honest and feel in the fact that although, there might be some pretty cool ideas that are in this episode, one of the things that always seems to happen in this phase 2 of Trek, which is which basically season 4 of TOS, is that whenever there seems to be a problem, Spock goes say, "Let me mind well with the person." That should always go well. But honestly, the thing that makes it seem kind of intriguing is in the fact that when that does happen, there's another Vulcan in this episode, and suddenly, basically, after that happens, crew members, in a way, start to have epileptic shocks, almost. And I gotta say, I think that is a fairly intriguing idea, but it's not. I'm gonna say how I feel in the fact that I feel like this was the idea of this was more interesting in and like say when when the Next Generation did it. But honestly, here it's seeing that like this like retrend this idea of like say an alien basically impregnates a woman, and then the woman gives birth to it, and then everyone thinks, this child could be dangerous. We don't know what's going on. Like say everyone be aware, sort of deal. And I feel like, say, the issue of this episode, though, is honestly, in effect, it retrends things that have already happened, and then, yeah. I do have to say that the thing that makes this, like, kind of intriguing to check out is, honestly, the special effects. But honestly, I guess, say, this episode for me, though, is just and the fact it's like, yeah, I've seen this before. Maybe I want to watch the next episode. But honestly, this is just how I feel. I feel like I've seen this idea before. Like, why should this intrigue me in a way? And I could totally be wrong in my perspective. I mean, but I'm not saying the actors are doing a bad job. They're not doing a bad job. They're doing a very good job. But it's just like, say, yeah, I've seen this before. Yeah. But that's just how I feel, honestly.